and welcome to the boating adventure. Well, a very good morning to you. It is Thursday, the 23rd of January 2025, and I have to say that of all the inventions and things that I've come up with for this boat, the Allen Cherry throw over sleeping bag sleep sack is one of the best inventions I've ever made. It's practical because it hasn't ended up on the floor, and it gave me a very warm and comfortable night's sleep, and I just haven't had to be fighting with it. It's moved with me and it's moved with the sleeping bag, and it's been really great. And even the little granny blanket that Helen knitted for me is still covering my feet at the bottom of the bed, which I always find that my feet are the bit that gets the coldest, because they're right down at the bow of the boat where it gets really cold. So, a roaring success. So my plans for today have slightly altered. I was going to take the boat to the end of the Ashby Canal, and that involves going through the Snareston Tunnel, which I've only done once before, and that was a long time ago. However, I was looking at the weather forecast last night, and there is a named storm on its way. I think it's called EU1 or something like that, and that's due to hit the UK on Friday. It's going to be very, very windy. That's okay, I'm not bothered really, but I do need to be back home for Sunday because I'm going to a delayed pre-Christmas party. The organisers of it were ill, and so it got postponed to after Christmas. It was supposed to happen this coming Saturday, and a lot of people couldn't go because they're already committed to other things, so it's been postponed to Sunday. So I'd rather like to go and make sure I get there. So I don't want to get stuck the wrong side of a fallen tree on the Ashby Canal and not be able to go. So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to turn the boat round and make my way back down to Hinckley, get the boat all secure on the pontoon, and then I can repaint the white in the toilet area. It does need a second coat. And then tomorrow I can go to Asda because I need to get a curtain rail for the toilet, and one of those little stretchy wire things. The cheapest place I've seen is at Asda, £1.40, whereas Wicks are charging £5.99 for exactly the same thing. So I need to go and find the Asda in Hinckley, and then I can paint the blue strips, and then on Saturday before I leave I can put the little embellishments on, and that will be the toilet area completely finished. So that's going to be my plan. So I will do a little bit of filming on the way back down and see how we go. But before any of that happens, I need a cup of tea. Anybody going to make one? No. Okay, so I've got the engine running. It's just topping up the batteries. It's not worth getting the generator out for it. And breakfast is a porridge oat this morning. It's been raining quite heavily first thing this morning, so I don't think I'm going to be able to put the top camera on outside. It's just going to be rained on. It's not going to do very much. So filming, unfortunately, is going to be a little bit limited. So I'm going to make my way back, no rush, back to the marina, and then I'll be safely installed in case this named storm turns up. Let's hope he's gone somewhere else. So just to make life a little bit easier, I was able to reverse to the winding hole, which was just at the start of those moorings, and just turn the boat, and it was quite a large, wide winding hole, so I didn't really have to wind. I just turned the boat round without having to do any reversing or anything, so that was brilliant. So it's just 10 o'clock, so I reckon I'm going to head for Stoke Golding, probably take about an hour, have a break, and then head back to the marina. It has actually stopped raining hard, but I think it's forecast just to be a bit of a pain for most of the morning. It's supposed to clear up this afternoon, by which time I'll probably be back. So probably my best view for the camera this morning is just what I can see from the driving seat here. The rest of the windows are a little bit too wet. So it's 60 degrees. I've got the Chinese diesel heater on, and I'm doing 3.6 miles per hour. And there's my map to tell me where I am. And there's my clock to tell me what time it is. So it's about 7 minutes past 10. I noticed this narrowboat yesterday when I came up. It looks a little bit precarious. It's sitting quite weird, really. I wonder whether it's filling up with water or something. So this is the Shenton Aqueduct, which means I've probably got about 7 miles to go still. I think there are only serious dog walkers out today. It's horrible. It's getting quite cold out there. The wind is beginning to get up a bit, and so I've closed the flaps for a while. Let the Chinese diesel heater do its work. I'm not far now from Sutton Cheney. The next bridge will be 34A. That's the one that takes you up to the Battle of Bosworth field where the battle didn't happen. Yeah, it's interesting that even though the weather is horrible, we are getting a little bit of solar still. Somewhere within the region of 8, 7, 6 watts. And currently the batteries, this is both the starter battery and the leisure battery, are on 12.945, so they're okay. Some of that will be from the engine, and some of it from the solar. So there's a mile marker coming up, and that indicates that it's 6 miles to the marina entrance. Okay, so I moored up just near to Stoke Golding, had a spot of lunch. It's 1 o'clock just gone, and it's suddenly got quite windy. So I don't know whether this is a precursor to the storm that's supposed to be on its way, but it is quite windy, although the sun has come out, so we'll be getting some solar. So I'm not very far away now from the marina really. I'm just about a couple of miles probably. Okay, so it's just coming up to 2 o'clock, and I've arrived back on the pontoon here at Trinity Marina, and you can see that flag and windsock is yeah, it's quite windy out there. It's the moment of truth for this blue surround that I made in the workshop to see if it actually fits around the window. So that's going to go just there. Perfect. That just needs screwing on now, and that will be finish that off quite nicely. Okay, so that's nicely in place. I'm quite impressed with that really. That just makes a finishing touch. The other thing I've got to put on is the curtain rail. Very posh. It's 5 minutes past 6 on Friday the 24th of January 2025, and I can now unveil the complete finished toilet on the Swamp Duck. So I hope that you've enjoyed these last two videos. Thank you for all your support, and as always, do take care.